Welcome to WrestleRecap. I am Dylan Graves, joined by John Sutton, bringing you the Raw recap. If you want to support WrestleRecap, you can like, share, and subscribe. You can comment down below and let us know how we're doing. But with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so Raw kicked off with Michael Cole letting us know that there's no Pat McAfee tonight, even though they're in Indianapolis. Michael Cole's not going to read too much into it, though. But Pat McAfee definitely got attacked by the Wyatt Six.
Yeah. Do you know what actually happened, though?
What do you mean?
Like, why he was actually gone?
I assumed it was just to sell being attacked.
No, unfortunately, his father-in-law passed away.
Hmm.
He left his podcast, got a call from his wife saying that his father-in-law was sent in the hospital for some illness, and he passed away when he got there.
I did not know that.
He was in Indy, but for extenuating circumstances, he was not there.
Right.
Vince, he who should not be named, probably would have never would have let that happen.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But so
Yeah,
instead we got The
figured it out.
Miz. What was that?
Heck yeah. I said I just figured it's something that people should probably know if they don't know.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know. One of them things that you don't know until you know, and then you know, you know?
You know? Oh,
Yeah,
I
you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But, so yeah, we get The Miz instead. They note that there's extra security still around. And they start talking
Not for
about...
the bloodline.
What's up?
Not for the bloodline, though.
Correct. It's not for the bloodline, but we were not told that this time. They just mentioned the
all
extra
know.
security. But yeah, it's important to note that it's not for the bloodline, it's for the Wyatt Six.
Important footnote.
Yep. And they start kind of like talking about different things about the show, and Drew McIntyre just walks past the announce table and heads into the ring. Obviously, the CM Punk chants start. Always a thing now when Drew comes out. Drew says that last week people were talking about him quitting, but no one is talking about that anymore. Now they're talking about what he did to Punk on SmackDown. And then it's so nice he wants to see it. He wants us to see it twice. Saved it. So we get a recap of Drew taking out CM Punk on SmackDown in Chicago. Drew says that he prayed for this, and the big man made it happen. He says that he's done with everyone that's been chanting CM Punk's name at him, and he just kind of covers the series of events that led to this point, before saying that anyone chanting CM Punk's name is dead to him. Drew then stares down the camera and says he's going to talk directly to Punk now, except he's talking directly to a camera. He says he hopes that...
Punk was behind the camera.
I mean, he wasn't.
Could have been, though.
Could have been, but wasn't. He says that he hopes Punk is uncomfortable and being fed through a straw because he put him there. Drew shows everyone the bracelet that he took from Punk. It features the names AJ and Larry, that being CM Punk's wife and dog. He notes that Punk wears it to take them with him so that he doesn't feel alone, but Drew says that Punk is alone because of him. Drew says he's going to win Money in the Bank while Punk watches from home. And he says that he knows what it feels like to be alone, because he's been alone as the crowd chants CM Punk's name. The roster accepted CM Punk, and management accepted him as well. But Drew's not alone anymore, because he's got that bracelet that he puts on and says that he's got Punk's dog and wife in his corner now. Drew once again says that he's going to win Money in the Bank and cash in to become World Heavyweight Champion while CM Punk watches from home. And that's essentially the end of the whole tirade. I noted that from what The Miz was saying, he airs more on the side of Drew McIntyre in the fact that CM Punk has been able to just get away with screwing Drew out of championship victories twice now. And management just continues to, like, reward Punk for it.
Everyone's airing out their dirty laundry. I know it's probably a word, but
Yeah, I don't know. Whose side are you on?
This whole rivalry has been them trying to squeeze out the juice of CM Punk can drop a pipe bomb, but he hasn't really dropped the pipe bomb. And at this point, it's just getting repetitive. So,
Well, I mean, they're doing everything they can to keep a rivalry hot with two guys that can't fight each other yet.
I would err on the side of Drew. I do think screwing him once was fine, but doing it again, especially at his home, was just kind of unneeded, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely expected Drew to win the title there. However, with the turnaround of the Bash at Berlin, I was predicting Gunther to win at the Bash in Berlin. Whereas, since his match is at SummerSlam, I'm expecting Gunther to defend at the Bash in Berlin. So that would have been a lot of championship hot potato in a short amount of time. So, I mean, they're making things work. It sucks that Drew had to take the L, but maybe at the next Clash at the Castle he can challenge again, and the third time's a charm.
Yeah, you get rewarded for your third time.
Yeah, first Solo Sikoa debuts and screws him out of a win, and then CM Punk.
Just screws him.
Yep.
Doesn't even return.
But after Drew's promo, we get a flashback to the Wyatt 6 last week. And something that I noted that I saw after the fact and have now noted is that every member of the group has a red circle on their gear somewhere. Like, I saw a post about this on Facebook that pointed it out, so I'm not taking credit for having discovered this, but I just wanted to mention it. Like, Uncle Howdy has it on top of his hat. Ramblin' Rabbit has it on his mallet. Mercy the Buzzard has it on his back. Huskus the Pig has it on his snout. And Abby the Witch / Sister Abigail has it on her boot. And
what does it resemble?
It's just a red circle. It's literally just a red circle.
Is it their emblem?
No, it's just a red circle.
But what's the resemblance?
There's no resemblance to anything. It's just a red circle.
There's got to be a meaning behind it. Someone's got to
Well,
know
yeah.
something.
There's got to be a meaning behind it. That doesn't mean it resembles anything. Were you thinking that resemblance means something else?
Well, I just figured it just meant something, or maybe it resembled Bray Wyatt in some way. I don't know.
You definitely are misunderstanding the meaning of resemble.
Probably, I don't know. Had a long day today. Anywho.
Yeah. When Uncle Howdy said the whole, before blowing out the, quote-unquote, blowing out the lamp, when he goes, "We're here," Ramblin' Rabbit turns the mallet to have the end with the red circle facing the camera. So, not sure if that was a clue for something, but it was just something that I noticed after discovering about the red circles. It just seems kind of odd that he would intentionally spin the mallet to have the red circle facing the camera for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at something. I was like, I was gonna say something and I forgot.
Chad Gable arrives, which, first off, is absolutely incredible for someone who got shot in the head the week before.
Yeah.
He doesn't want the cameras on him, and he's also got 4 security guards with him. I noted that he walks past a trailer that has R-Truth and Alexa Bliss when she was corrupted by the Fiend.
I did see that. I remember watching that video. I'm like, that looks like a Fiend Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Why? So is that like a little tease, maybe?
I don't know, but I noticed
there is
that.
Speculation that the red circle could mean another member yet, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But,
I mean, it could mean another member, but like, I saw that. You've said that you've seen it, which means that other people have had to see it. But what I haven't seen is anything on social media where people have mentioned catching that.
Which is weird because to me it was so blatantly obvious.
Yeah. Like, that was, out of this entire segment, aside from the fact that they should have not had Chad Gable on the show for a couple weeks to sell, him being shot in the fucking head.
The only thing that they did to cover that was a little Band-Aid on his forehead. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, really?
Dude must have just had like a Kevlar face mask on when he got shot. So, yeah. Like, the pressure just caused a wound on his head from the bullet, but he didn't actually get shot directly, like, through the head. But, no, like, all of that, the only thing that I took away from this was that Alexa Bliss image on the trailer. Like, what other purpose did that scene have other than showing us that they're giving him security, which, sure, okay.
Not for the bloodline, though.
Right, not for the bloodline. It's for the Wyatt Six.
Yep.
Keep that in mind.
Can't forget that.
Nope. But Brumbraker comes out for his match with Ludwig Kaiser as we head into the first commercial break of the night. When we come back, Charlie Caruso is outside of Chad's locker room wanting an interview, but he has security both inside and outside of his room, as we're told, and many superstars are surprised he's even here. Yeah, no shit, seeing as they made it look like he got shot last week.
Or did he?
I mean, if you want to sell...
If they were going to put blood on him, why didn't they just put it like down, like the front of his face or something? Make it look like it's coming out the top.
Don't make it look like a fucking gunshot if you're just going to have the guy come back the next week and win a match.
The makeup crew's like, fuck it. We're going to make it look like he got shot. We don't care. It's the end of the night.
I mean, they've been so meticulous with doing all of this stuff for this program, and then for this, like, Wyatt Six ordeal, and then they make it look like Chad Gable gets shot in the head only to return the next week and win a match to qualify for Money in the Bank.
He's one of only few people I know that can get shot in the head and then return the next week.
I mean, I feel like very few people could get shot in the head and return the next week.
Depends on where you get hit, I guess.
It would have to be a graze.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you just got grazed.
Nobody gets grazed from straight on.
Bad aim, man. Bad aim.
I mean, That's some horrible aim. That's like the bullet was attached to a string or something, so it only went so far. Anyway, we get a flashback to Ludwig Kaiser getting involved in Braun and Sheamus' match last week, and I noted that Miz seems to be a Braun Breaker fan. It was kind of nice, personally, having Miz on commentary because we got to see his character's opinion on things.
Yep. I actually think he would have a great after-ring career as an announcer.
Possibly.
I didn't think he did that bad of a job.
No, I don't think he did that bad either.
He could be the next Jerry Lawler.
Booker T's already doing that.
Yeah, but better than
Jerry Lawler's announcer contract expired, and Booker T apparently thought that meant that someone new had to take over the role of the old pervert.
Jerry did it tastefully.
No, he did not.
Booker's just straight up annoying.
They both were. But at least with Lawler, it was offset by being on possibly the greatest announce team duo of all time. That being him and Jim Ross.
Very true.
Anyway, Jackie Redmond is now with Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser screws up and initially says Braun Strowman, but immediately corrects himself.
I saw that too. I was like, yikes.
Yeah, it's a good thing
Vince
that...
would have buried him that night.
Who?
He who shall not be named.
That's better.
Said, the prince.
That's better. Yeah, something like that. You're convinced that he who shall not be named would have buried him. Yeah.
That night.
Saved it. Kaiser says that Braun is strong, explosive, and fast, something he experienced firsthand last week, but he's going to prove to the world that Braun is no Ludwig Kaiser.
He's just faster, stronger, and more athletic.
Yeah. He's just all around going to destroy this man.
He's better than you, and he knows it.
Yeah. Starting the match, Braun backs Kaiser into the corner, forcing a break, but Kaiser takes a cheap shove on Braun, causing him to press him back into the corner again. I noted that Kaiser looks like a string bean compared to Braun.
I think he just looks like a string bean in general.
I mean, he does. That man has, like, no body fat, but also not that much muscle mass. It's wild. Like,
just some skinny kid getting to live his dream.
I mean, he's got abs. Like, there's no doubt. He's got more muscle mass than I do. I can promise that. But
he got,
he's
like,
just
no arms
so
or legs.
Small. Yeah, he's just so small that he's so small and so lean that there's just, like, nothing there.
Bro, but honestly, if we saw him in real life, we'd probably be like, holy shit. This man is buff.
Well, I mean, most likely he's in better shape than either of us are.
Just
like I said,
in general.
He's got abs and he's got muscles, but when you put him standing next to a lot of these other guys that actually look like more than just, I don't know, a
average
string
Joe.
bean. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you put a t-shirt on this guy, he looks like just a normal stuck-up dude. You put a t-shirt on someone like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, like these guys look beefy.
They have the beef.
But Kaiser drives Braun into the ropes, and then... Oh, I got ahead of myself. Kaiser tries to fight Braun off, but Braun runs the ropes and just levels Kaiser. Kaiser then drives Braun into the ropes and then pulls his arm to snap the neck off the ropes. Braun drives Kaiser back into the corner again, and while in the corner, the ref tries to separate them. So Ludwig Kaiser takes advantage of this and thumbs Braun in the eye to take control. Kaiser posts Braun and hits him with a running drop kick. Kaiser tries to set Braun up for the running drop kick into the steps, but Braun picks Kaiser up and rams him spine first into the apron before jumping from the apron to clothesline Kaiser across the announce table.
That's some serious speed.
Yeah. That takes us into the commercial break. Following the break, Ludwig Kaiser has managed to take control, and he just slaps Braun, but all that does is piss him off. So Braun hulks up and just runs through a clothesline. Like, Kaiser tries to clothesline this man while he's running the ropes, and Braun just runs through it. There's nothing.
This man, he just been an immovable object.
Nah, Braun was moving. Braun was absolutely moving. Very fast.
He wasn't stopping.
But, so he levels Kaiser and takes control of the match. Braun hits the Frankensteiner. He drops the straps and lifts Kaiser for a gorilla press, but Kaiser escapes. Braun dumps Kaiser over the top rope to the outside and goes for the spear, but Kaiser sidesteps, sending Braun into the stairs. Kaiser again sets up for the running drop kick into the steps, but as Kaiser rounds the post, Sheamus catches him with the kneecap. Horrible name. Needs a better name for the move. Resulting in a DQ. Sheamus sets up to powerbomb Kaiser through the announce table, but Braun cuts him in half with a spear. Overall, the match was really good until Sheamus ruined it. But it gave us a good opening match. Unfortunately, the ending of a disqualification sucks, but it furthers the the three-way storyline.
Yep.
So I don't hate the finish, but it sucks to have all these good matches like Sheamus and Braun
DQs.
ending in disqualification. Yeah. But we're then taken backstage to the Judgment Day's clubhouse. We see that JD and Carlito are playing WWE 2K24 while Finn watches and Dom eats a giant platter of chicken nuggies. Jealous. Big jealous.
Just big jealous.
Priest comes in and asks if the stuff came from Carlito, but Dom tells him that it's all gifts from Liv. Priest says that they need to stay focused, but Dom gets a text and shows it to them all, and Carlito just pervs out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Like,
I honestly
man.
chuckled at that. I'm like, Jesus, this guy's kid at heart.
Priest tells Dom to find a way to end it with Liv tonight.
So is this like the fourth time we're going to do it tonight?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing something, but it ain't ending it.
I know, but at some point it's like this whole ending thing. Like, you keep saying it, and everyone knows how it's going to end. So can we just not keep saying it ends tonight when clearly we know it's not going to end tonight?
Priest tells the others that they need to handle Strowman instead of playing games, basically. I mean, he took more of like the approach of not telling you what to do, but don't you think you should be doing this instead? But then before he leaves, he's like, enjoy your games. So it's like the guilt trip thing of you should probably do this, but I don't feel like I shouldn't have to tell you to do it. You should
Like
come to that conclusion
like a
yourself.
parent
Yeah, like a parent.
which is weird because they're all the same. Like they're probably all well.
I
Some
would
of
guess
them are
that Finn is
parents.
probably the oldest. Either Finn or Carlito would have to be the oldest of that group.
Carlito probably.
Let's see. Carlito. Carlito is 45. Finn Balor is 42. God, if I could look half that good when I'm 42.
Or 45.
Yeah, but I mean, Finn's physique is just insane.
He probably has an insane diet though, because he's like very cut.
Yeah, like Finn takes being lean to a different level.
Yeah, like he probably has an exact measurement of how much protein and everything he eats.
Man probably hasn't had a carb in years.
Notice how he was probably the farthest away from them chicken nuggets.
Oh, he was.
He's like, I can't have that. That's not cool.
That's not cool. Lyra Valkyrie comes out for her Money in the Bank qualifier match as we head into the commercial break. When we come back, Braun Breaker goes to Adam Pearce's office and says that he's sick of people getting involved in his business and tells Adam Pearce to do something about it. Yeah, pretty much. Sami Zayn shows up and says that Braun can have a title shot anytime, any place. And Braun picks Money in the Bank. So Adam Pearce makes it official. Braun Breaker will challenge Sami Zayn for the IC title at Money in the Bank. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up the predictions to go ahead and say that Braun Breaker has to win this match.
Yeah. I was like, Sammy's kind of overdue for the title, to lose the title now. I don't know, I think it's losing steam, so I think they're thinking of just pulling the title off of him now.
So you agree that Braun Breaker is going to win?
I think so. Man's getting more over, or he's getting more people behind him quicker than a rocket ship.
Yeah, there's more dogs every time. Every week, there's more dogs barking. We then head back to ringside for the women's Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier with Lyra Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. I noted that Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler both also got entrances, so the 3-hour show must allow for everyone to get an entrance.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
You know, just get awkward people after a break just sitting there like, what's happening?
Yeah, the eventual winner just chilling in the ring.
Yeah.
I noted that I want Shayna to win, but I'm expecting Lyra to, because Shayna never gets near anything but the tag titles on the main roster, and Kairi Sane has to lose, so that way, because Io is already in the match.
I just expected Lyra to win when I watched her walk out, so I was like, yeah, she's gonna win.
Like I said, I wanted Shayna to win, but I was expecting Lyra to win. Kairi Sane goes after Lyra to start the match, and then Shayna takes them both down. But Lyra fights back and hits a Northern Lights suplex and bridges into the pin for 2. Kairi Sane saved the match, though. Sane takes both Shayna and Lyra down with a DDT Hurricane Rana combo before diving to the outside to take them both down with a crossbody as we head into the commercial break. We come back from the break. Kairi Sane counters a suplex on the apron from Shayna into a DDT. Lyra takes Kairi Sane out with a drop kick through the ropes before going up top and hitting a missile drop kick, followed by a fisherman buster for 2. Shayna re-enters the ring and takes the fight to Lyra, hitting a back suplex for a near fall. Kairi goes for the insane elbow, but Shayna blocks it and locks in the Karafuda clutch. However, Lyra rolls Shayna up for a 2 count to break the hold. Lyra takes Shayna down with a kick and hits a gut-wrench powerbomb on Kairi Sane for 2 after Shayna saves the match with a running knee to Lyra's jaw. Some of these moves, like the way that they execute them, it actually looks like they're, like, I know it's supposed to, but like for a live action performance, that knee to Lyra's face looked like it actually made contact. But it couldn't have, or Lyra would have been spitting out teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Shayna pins Lyra off of a running knee for a near fall. Kairi Sane takes Shayna down with a backhand. Lyra sets up for the Nightwing, but Shayna turns it into the Karafuda clutch. Lyra turns this into a pin, but Kairi breaks the pin with the insane elbow. Lyra then hits Kairi Sane with the Nightwing to pick up the win.
I was going to say something about Shayna.
Okay.
I think, just in my opinion, her character is very boring whenever they try to push her. I don't know if it's her voice, but I had an idea. It's probably, this well is probably dry by now, but why don't they do something like Brock Lesnar with her? Because she has the background. I think she's probably one of the strongest women on the roster.
Man, it's almost like you haven't seen Shayna Baszler in NXT.
But they should do a Brock Lesnar thing with her.
It's almost like you haven't seen Shayna Baszler in NXT.
No, I've you know how long ago
Shayna
that was?
Baszler has held the NXT women's title longer than anyone else across 2 separate reigns. And then she came to the main roster, and he who shall not be named made her a vampire.
I was saying is in the fact of, like, I make her like the unstoppable force almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She doesn't have to win titles, but you know.
She does. She does. She needs to win a women's title on the main roster. And
she got them tag titles.
That don't count. The unstoppable force that you're talking about, that was Shayna Baszler in NXT. They threw, 2 or 3 title reigns at Ronda Rousey. Shayna deserves a title win. Shayna was putting in work for this sport.
Shayna was the one
sits on the sidelines and whines.
Well, isn't she in some independent show now?
Who?
Or is that already over?
Ronda?
Yeah.
No. Ronda's been.
She was on the Indies.
Ronda's been doing, this was probably a month or more ago, doing interviews to promote her book where she was just shitting on the industry altogether.
So needless to say, she won't be back anytime soon.
I mean, money talks, bullshit walks.
Well, they're not going to fucking hire her after shit talking the industry, I will say that.
Why
I don't
not?
think anyone would. What does she have? She has no in-ring capabilities.
She has a name that possibly draws viewers.
Yeah, they saw how well that went in WWE for one match. And then everyone realized she couldn't wrestle, and they were kind of like, all right, this is stupid.
But, as I said, they threw at least 2 title reigns at her, I'm pretty sure. Shayna can at least get 1. Like, Come on now.
We'll have to see what happens.
We then get taken backstage again, and Drew McIntyre is talking to Adam Pearce. Drew vents his frustrations and thinks that he should automatically be in Money in the Bank because of everything that CM Punk has done to him. Liv walks through the shot after Drew leaves, and we follow her out to the ring. Michael Cole points out that, so as Liv is coming down to the ring, Michael Cole points out that Dom has been sharing things Liv posts on social media.
Yeah, I heard that too.
It's great.
He's not going to be happy.
Nope. We then head into the commercial break, and when we come back, it's announced that Indianapolis is getting WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and the Royal Rumble, starting with the Royal Rumble 2025. Man, Minneapolis just really getting gypped on this.
I told you that when I found that out. I was like,
yeah, I
come
see
on,
what
bro.
you were talking about now. I hadn't heard about all this when you said that. You just randomly send me a message in the middle of a random day saying that Minneapolis getting screwed. It's like, what?
Come on, you should know what I'm talking about.
But, so yeah, they're like, you guys can have WrestleMania this year. Actually, you know what? We're going to go to Las Vegas instead because money. And, but we'll give you a 2-day SummerSlam in checks watch 2 years. Meanwhile,
well, first we're going to go to hit up Indianapolis for 3 times.
Well, I doubt that SummerSlam and Mania are going to occur all in the same year with the Rumble. It'll probably be Royal Rumble 2025 in Indy. SummerSlam, actually Mania 2026, perhaps. And then SummerSlam 2027. But, like, this is a whole new thing where they're, like, telling us a location that's confirmed for this stuff this far in advance.
Did you not hear them a few months ago when they said it was new era?
You know, something that they haven't said for a while?
What?
That it's a new era. We haven't had to be taking shots.
No, we haven't. Been pretty sober these last few months. There was a time where I didn't think I was going to make it through.
It's a good thing that we waited till like a month in to start doing that. Because, man, I don't think either one of us would have survived through the WrestleMania, the first podcast, if we were doing it for that.
I think I would have been an alcoholic after that with how much I would have to drink.
Probably would have both had alcohol poisoning.
That too.
So once Liv Morgan gets in the ring, she says that she couldn't catch Dom backstage, so she came out here to get his attention. And she hopes that he likes the gifts that she sent. And she bets that she likes the text that she sent him even more.
It's probably just a how are you doing text.
I mean, the reaction Carlito gave tells us that it was more than just a typed text.
Well, it can only be PG. PG show.
I mean, that text can be whatever they want us to think it can be. It's left to us to decide for ourselves what we think it is. In reality, he probably didn't even have the cell phone on.
No. But that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. Liv says that she knows he's just playing hard to get, but she has so much more in store when he finally decides to be honest with himself. Liv says that Rhea never cared about him the way she does, and Liv asks for Dom to come out so that she can give him another gift. So, Zelina Vega comes out instead. Not what I expected, but...
Nope. Is this part of the present?
What you getting at there, bud?
You take that how you want.
Oh, okay.
Just a baddie and a Puerto Rican in the same room.
Vega says that she has a gift for everyone, and that's shutting Liv up. Boom, roasted.
I don't like that. I don't like that gift.
I don't know. Zelina says she doesn't understand why Liv is so obsessed with Rhea's sloppy seconds. Lols.
And then the crowd chanted it, didn't they?
We'll get there. But, boom, roasted. Zelina says that Liv is forgetting something. And while Liv is running around chasing Dirty D, boom, roasted. She's out here chasing the WWE Women's World Championship. L.
It was a hot take until she said that. I was like, oh,
yeah, she ain't gonna win.
It was like a damn. And then also I was like, oh, okay, we're back to reality.
Liv says she hasn't forgotten about her title because it's the most important thing to her. Just her and every other person that's held it. But she took out Rhea for it. She put Becky Lynch into early retirement for it. Side note, Becky Lynch, real name Rebecca Quinn, has filed a trademark for the name Rebecca Quinn, which would imply for like media usage and other sorts, which could imply to some that she's headed elsewhere.
Huh. Interesting.
Could also just be for her to make money off of her name, like her actual name, to like promote herself in other ventures besides WWE, but obviously to those on the opposite side of the wrestling scene, they're looking at this and thinking, oh, well, that means that she's coming here.
Yep. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I think WWE will send her a nice fat contract, though, because she's one of the best women in the industry to ever work. They don't want her going anywhere. And TKO's got enough money.
They definitely do. I also noted that I like how Liv is wearing 2-inch platforms so that she's not the same height as Zelina here. Because they're both short.
Very short.
Zelina says that it seems like Liv is more focused on having fun, to which Liv asks, what's wrong with having a little fun? I love the way that Zelina just right away mocks her. What's wrong with having a little fun? Everything. Like, excuse you.
It.
Like, this the person that hangs out with the LWO. Y'all about having fun. But apparently not tonight. Zelina says that Liv schemed for her opponent, or schemed for her opportunities, while Zelina has starved for hers.
Well, she's still starving.
I mean, someone just get her a sandwich. Zelina challenges Liv.
Somewhere.
I mean, there's catering. Zelina challenges Liv to a title match tonight. Liv quickly says that she's in the middle of something right now, so next week, and calls for Dom again, who comes out. Dom gets booed out of the building, per usual. Liv asks him if he liked the gifts that she got him, while Zelina pretends to throw up behind her. Dom says that he got the gifts, but he didn't like him. Bro, why are you
Okay.
lying?
Bro, I'm just gonna. This is gonna sound weird. This feels like the weirdest face turn of all time.
For
It's
who?
weird
For
for
Dom?
Dom. Yeah.
This man is not headed for a face turn.
No, but it feels like the weirdest face turn, and I don't know why.
I mean, this man was living it up with that giant platter of chicken nuggies.
Bro, like
And
the amount of stuff that's going on, like normally the faces have fun and it's all, you know, good times. And that's like what it feels like, but with the heel. And I'm like, this is just feels weird, but I'm into it.
yeah. But the look, the like Dom was just having the time of his life with the chicky nugs, and then he just comes out and he's like, I didn't fucking like him. I got the
They were
gifts.
dry.
I got the gifts, but I didn't like him. Liv says that, or Liv says she knows that he loved the text that she sent him, and holds the ropes for him to get in the ring. The crowd then chants sloppy seconds. Boom, roasted. And Zelina says that if Liv is too scared to fight, she didn't have to bring her man out here to get in the way, to which Dom promptly says that he isn't her man. You know, because Finn Balor is.
Yep.
Dom says he wants to help Zelina and says that he knows that Rhea and Zelina have had their differences, but he'd rather see anyone other than Liv with the title. And the crowd just keeps booing Dom every time he tries to talk. It was to the point that even Liv and Zelina were throwing lines in to try and get the crowd to just let this man get his lines out. Zelina says that if she wanted to hear anything out of Dom, she would have tossed a coin in his begging bowl. And Liv gets mad at this and attacks Zelina. Ray comes out to separate them, and he pulls Liv off of Zelina. But Dom shoves Ray down, and Liv looks on like Dom is her hero.
Just beating this dead horse,
Yeah.
dad versus son thing.
Dom leaves, and Liv follows close behind him. We then see backstage, Kathy Kelly is still waiting outside Chad Gable's locker room. She says the med staff has been in there, and Adam Pearce is in there right now, but guess who just comes walking out right after she says that?
Channel Gable.
Actually, it was Adam Pearce.
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, I forgot. Yeah.
Adam Pearce says that Gable is cleared to compete tonight and is focused on his match. Crazy.
Damn, this man is a miracle, walking miracle.
Yeah. We then get a video package for Seth Rollins, and Braun Strowman comes out for his Money in the Bank qualifier match as we head into the commercial break. When we come back from the break, Liv is still chasing after Dom backstage. Liv thanks Dom for being her hero, and now she knows that Dom wants it just as much as she does. Dom says that that's not it. He just doesn't like his dad because his dad's a deadbeat. And Dom storms off. But then R-Truth comes up. Truth says that Dom looked like he was being a reluctant hero. Liv says that she thinks she knows how to do something nice for Dom and his friends. She can get Dom a match against Ray next week, but maybe she can get JD and Finn a match for the tag team titles, and asks if Truth can help with that. Truth says that he used to be... What's up?
Just leave it to Truth.
Yep. Truth says he used to be cool with Finn, but he never liked JD. And he says that he's half of the World Tag Team Champions, so he can make it happen. Liv says to make sure he goes and gets it approved by Pierce. And after she leaves, Truth says that he always liked Carmella.
Damn.
Miz is not happy about this, and he takes off because he might have to defend his title tonight. So I noted that Michael Cole is now commentating alone.
Only the second time he's ever done that.
I mean, he did it the whole rest of the show, and this man deserves all the praise.
Do you remember the last time he did that?
I do not.
It was when Jerry Lawler had his heart attack. Or his stroke ringside.
Wasn't JBL there too?
No, I think it was just them two.
It's now time for the men's Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier. Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable. We were only one person away from the Braun versus Bronson match here. We were so close, yet so far.
We just couldn't get it.
We got 2/3 of the way there. Bronson Reed gets his full entrance, and I noted man's definitely taking this pin. Gable comes out alone with a mic in hand. He says that the rumors of his demise were greatly exaggerated. Dude, they weren't rumors. We saw you sitting there, propped up against the wall, looking like you had taken a bullet to the brain. That's not a rumor.
Mainly because he took a bullet to the brain.
Yeah. He says that he was left
in the name of people power.
People power. He was left bloodied, bludgeoned, and then left for dead by a bunch of monsters last week. But Chad Gable cannot be killed. I mean, clearly this man is like the second coming. Takes a bullet to the head and comes back the next day. Or the next week. Good as new.
He knows how to act right.
Gable says he's going to win Money in the Bank and call himself Master in the Bank. Chad is very skittish here. He's constantly looking around and checking his back. Once the match gets underway, though, Chad tries to chop both Bronson and Braun, and it doesn't go very well for him. Strowman and Bronson Reed end up locking up, with Reed sending Strowman into the ropes, and he almost falls out of the ring. But he manages to recover, and he hits Reed with a shoulder tackle. Gable tries to suplex Reed, but he can't. Reed just throws Gable out of the ring and into Strowman before hitting an S-dive on them. Bronson Reed hitting an S-dive? That is a lot of man.
That's a lot of blood coming at you.
Yeah. That is a lot of human being flying through the air and into them people. Following this, we go into a commercial break. When we come back, Gable has an armbar locked in on Braun over the ropes. Gable takes control off of this, but it doesn't last long because Bronson Reed takes control. But then Braun Strowman takes control. You get control, and you get control, and you get control. It's like Oprah.
Heel, yeah.
Braun throws Gable into Bronson Reed, and they both roll out of the ring. Strowman hits him with the Strowman Express, and I noted that Bronson Reed sells this comically bad. Like, I don't know if you caught it, but when Strowman, did the shoulder tackle into Bronson Reed, he, spun and jumped to the side. I don't know how to explain it without being able to show you it. But it was just comedic, the way that he sold. He oversold that like Shawn Michaels overselling Hulk Hogan. Bronson Reed sidesteps Strowman, causing him to post himself. Gable hits a German suplex on Bronson Reed for a near fall. He then goes up for the moonsault, but Braun knocks him down and drags Reed out of the ring to take control. The Judgment Day then attacks Strowman, and meanwhile in the ring, Gable hits the moonsault on Bronson Reed to win the match. Overall, the match was decent. I think that there were some definite spots where there was room for improvement. We'll put it that way. Like Braun Strowman almost falling out of the ring because he hit the ropes wrong. And then Bronson Reed's comedic selling of the Strowman Express.
It was the expected ending, I thought, though.
I mean, I didn't expect Gable to be back in the match. When Gable was out, they said, or had been killed, essentially, they said that Ilya Dragunov was going to take his place. So Ilya right away became the person I thought that was going to win. But
whatever happened to Ilya?
I mean,
I don't think he's really been around the last few weeks, and I thought he was... Because I thought he was originally in that Braun Breaker story.
Well, it was them two and Ricochet, and then now Ricochet's gone.
I suppose they probably just had to pivot.
Yep. Pivot!
Which, honestly, it's not a bad pivot. Pivot!
No, they need to strap up Breaker soon. Like, as in on Saturday or Sunday, whatever. Saturday, I think it is.
Yeah.
So Chad Gable celebrates in the ring, and the lights go out and smoke fills the ring. The Fireflies are out, and the Wyatt Six music plays, or I should say the single piano key plays. Abby the Witch / Sister Abigail, aka Nikki Cross, crawls into the ring, and Gable's just like, deuces. Man, dips.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I've already been dead once.
Yeah, he's like that gif of the kid where he hits the peace sign and then just fades out.
Yep.
She then crawls out of the ring, which, man, like, the apron to the floor is not a small distance, and she just crawled out of the ring.
Fluently.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's the perfect person for this.
She presents Michael Cole with a box before leaving through the crowd, and the security guards that were by the announce table have been taken out and are just draped over the table.
I remember seeing that.
I want to see fan footage of that, because you know these guys literally just threw themselves over the table.
Walked over there and just laid.
Like the lights, they probably did it when the lights went out, which sucks, so the fan footage might not even exist. But I would have loved to see, like, just be sitting in the crowd and all of a sudden these guys just get up and throw themselves over the announce table and then just lay there. It was like a dead
That'd be
fish.
Funny as hell.
We head into the commercial break, and when we come back, we get a flashback to right before the break. And Michael Cole notes that we have new security now. And,
not for the Bloodline.
Right. The security's not there for the Bloodline. It's for the Wyatt Six because it worked so well the first time around.
Yeah, let's go round 2, baby.
He tells us the box is addressed to Pat McAfee, but since he isn't here, Cole opens the box to find a VHS tape that says "Play Me." First off, opening someone else's mail, that's a felony.
Yep.
Man's just out here committing crime.
Hell yeah. We don't give a heck about no crimes here.
Nope.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
Michael Cole hands off the tape to someone to take to a production truck to see if they have a VHS player to play it on.
We all know it ain't no VHS player.
No. We then see backstage, Chad Gable is searching for someone, something. He comes to a door and knocks on it, and Otis answers. Chad says he's glad to see him and he wants to talk to the rest of them. So Otis gets them and they all come out. Chad talks about what happened last week, and all he could see was them. His family.
Before or after he died?
Hope this man was also seeing Dom Toretto. Can't be talking about family without Dom.
Family.
Yeah. Chad apologizes and says that family fights, but they stick together. Otis says that anyone that hurts Maxine and Tozawa aren't family. Otis and Akira go back inside while Maxine stays back to talk to Chad. She tells him that he put them through a lot, and he really hurt Otis. She says that they're glad he's okay, and that Otis probably just needs some more time. And then she heads back into the room. And then the Creeds and Ivy Nile walk up and ask him if he's alright. He says that he's not. I mean, well, yeah, you got shot last week. And yet somehow, here you are.
And nobody's talking about it.
I mean, everybody's talking about it. We're talking about it.
Yeah, but not talking about how you got shot. We're just being like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
They need to make this team up happen already.
Well, they just planted the seeds.
I mean, they planted the seeds a while ago. The episode
but
where
you're seeing more of them.
Yeah, like we're just throwing more seeds down. Next up, we get Unholy Union versus Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Elba and Caden start the match, with Caden taking control. Isla tries to get involved but gets dumped outside along with Elba. And then Chance and Carter hit an assisted crossbody to both Isla and Elba on the outside as we head into a commercial break. When we come back from the break, Caden Carter has control over Elba Fire. Carter does a very clunky zombie-looking walk so that Elba could trip her up onto the ropes and take control. Isla tags in, and Unholy Union go for the double team move, but Caden Carter counters it into a double DDT. Carter and Chance hit the keg stand for a near fall, and they go for another double team move, but Elba grabs Caden's leg and drags her out of the ring to prevent it. Chance rolls Isla up for a 1. Isla takes Chance down with a kick, and Unholy Union hit a gory bomb Russian leg sweep combination on Katana Chance to win the match. And then Damage Control just attack everyone in the post-match. I don't know. It was a match. It definitely could have been better.
I didn't really watch this match, to be honest with you.
You just saw women's tag team and you're like, skip.
So I just... Rude. Well, I didn't think it was going to be anything special, so I was kind of like... I was doing other stuff while it was on. I was like, I should really watch this. And I caught the end of it, and I'm like, huh. Well, on to the next one.
Well, how about that? We're then backstage again, and Damian Priest arrives back at the clubhouse as Liv is leaving. He says that he hopes Dom just ended things, but it's only Finn in there. Finn, looking like he just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, quickly stands up and says that he thought Priest had left. Right. That doesn't make it look suspicious or anything.
Could have said anything else.
Right? Priest came back for his title because He's about to head out and address Seth, and he tells Finn that looked sketchy. Finn tells him to relax because Liv was in there to tell him that she got Dom a match against Ray next week, and Finn and JD a tag title shot tonight. Finn says that the Liv thing seems too good to be true, and Priest agrees, but then tells Finn good luck in the title match. Because, I mean, title match is a title match no matter how you get it. But we head into a commercial break, and the WrestleMania 40 documentary that was supposed to come the Wednesday after WrestleMania is finally coming this Wednesday, July 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. And that'll be on YouTube, and we will do a full reaction video to that.
I saw a little snippet of it today, so.
Well, I mean, it hasn't dropped yet, so all you saw was, like, the trailer for it.
Yeah, but it looks good.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, all we really saw today was the same thing that they showed us back during WrestleMania.
I saw it again. I was like, damn, that still looks good. Forgot about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be trying to watch it. Miz finds R-Truth backstage, and he asks Truth if he's talked to Pierce, and Truth says that he has, and it's official, with a big old grin on his face. Truth asks Miz why he isn't in his gear, because they got to get to Gorilla. Miz tells Truth that he's been on commentary. Truth says that he did it for love, for Liv and Dom. And Miz says that this isn't about them. Or that this is about them. It's not about Liv and Dom, this is about them. And Truth looks at Miz and he goes, or tells him that he loves him, but only as a friend. What a way to end Pride Month.
Yep. Hawk 2 really ended that one, though.
Get out.
Spit on that thing.
Get the f*** out. Damian Priest comes out, and Priest says that Seth's video was humbling and inspiring. He says he understands why Seth said that he sees himself in Priest, because they're both able to stand in a group and elevate everyone around them. They can both stand out there as champion while rising to the occasion. Priest says that what he sees in Seth is a man that he doesn't want to become. Priest doesn't want to stand in the ring and see his successor. Someone who's bigger, stronger, better.
Bubble E.
Priest says that as long as he stays World Heavyweight Champion, Seth will never see the mountaintop again. Seth Rollins comes out at this point and references that Royal Rumble 2025 is coming to Indianapolis. Seth says that that's in January, though, and right now it's still his show, Monday Night Rollins. And the crowd sings to Seth. Seth calls Priest's statements bold and says that he don't believe Priest. Seth asks if Indianapolis believes it, and they say no. Seth says they don't buy it because his words and his actions don't line up, because he says he doesn't want help, but in both of his defenses he got help. First from the Judgment Day, and then from CM Punk. Priest says he didn't ask for help, but people got involved, and he can't change what happened. Priest says that what he can do is stand there, looking at Seth, holding the world title, while Seth stands there, looking at him, holding a whole lot of nothing. Boom, roasted.
Bro's held more title than Damien will probably ever hold in his lifetime.
Seth footnotes Priest's line with "for now." Seth says he's got a lot of respect for Priest, but he don't appreciate being one-upped. Okay. Priest one-upped him last week by challenging him to a title match at Money in the Bank. So Seth says that he's going to one-up Priest this week, and he wants to sweeten the pot with a gentleman's agreement. That being, if Priest wins at Money in the Bank, Seth won't challenge for the title as long as Priest holds it. But if Seth wins, Priest has to leave the Judgment Day. Which seemed like it was going to happen, but now it seems like it's not going to happen. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
Priest says that he's fine with it because the Judgment Day needs him more than he needs them. So he accepts the deal and they shake hands, and then Gunther comes out. Gunther says that there's a lot at stake at Money in the Bank and he can't wait to see the match. And Gunther tells them that may the better man win, because at SummerSlam, the better man of them two will be the lesser man to him. Mic drop.
Interesting in general.
Yeah. We didn't get to see what was on the tape given to Michael Cole. It's Uncle Howdy using a voice mod to interview Bo Dallas. Uncle Howdy asks if Bo even remembers who he is since the loss, and Bo says that he's nobody. Uncle Howdy then hits him with, how did it feel when your brother died?
Bro, my jaw absolutely dropped when I heard.
Yeah. Like,
damn.
They are
We're
going...
openly saying this on WWE right now?
Yeah. Like, this video hit.
This is a new era.
That it is. Bo says that it felt like the most important thing in his life was taken from him. Nothing is ever going to matter again. Howdy asks if Bo is exploiting his brother's legacy. Bo says that all he ever wanted his whole life was to be like his brother. He looked up to him. He wanted to be him. He worked his whole career to have the opportunity to work next to him. And they finally had it. It was all taken away from him. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this because I'm thinking about the video again.
I'm just thinking back in the day when he was Bo Dallas. He's Bo Dallas now, but like...
No, he's Uncle Howdy.
He who shall not be... He's also played himself.
Yeah.
But he was he who shall not be named. Or he who shall not be named. Screwed the pooch on it. Because this could have been done a long time ago.
Yeah. I was...
And seeing the promo skills from... Dude, it's uncanny how much he is kind of like his brother in that aspect.
Yeah. I mean, I always said that I wanted to see Brother Bo.
Dude, it's crazy how much he who should not be named held him back during his first stint here.
Yeah. I mean, granted, the Bo Leave gimmick was never going to survive on the main roster. It worked in NXT, but it's just another one of them gimmicks where it works in NXT, but it flounders on the main roster.
But they had a golden opportunity to do this a lot sooner.
Oh, absolutely.
And
like
he
I said,
who should not be named was like, no, I don't see it.
Brother Bo should have been a thing. Bo Dallas says that there's no one on earth that feels more hurt than him from the loss. Not one person who feels what he feels. What's he supposed to do? Let Bray become a mausoleum? let everyone forget what he stood for and believed in. They wanted to forget about him. All of them. But we made them remember. We made them all remember. And Uncle Howdy just agrees. Yes, we did. God, I got goosebumps again. They went away, and then I started reading that and picturing it, and they came right back.
Did you notice where this interview was held?
I did not.
That was in the Firefly Funhouse.
Was it really?
Okay, so here's the theory. It was. Here's the theory. He had the Firefly Funhouse to escape his demons. Or Bray had it to escape his demons, you know?
Yep.
And now Bo is doing it to face his demons.
Okay.
I was like, I looked at that, I was like, dude, that is absolute cinema. After I watched it, and I did a little research, and I was like, dude, this is picture perfect in every aspect. I was like to every last detail for being in the Firefly Funhouse, Uncle Howdy's there, everything. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no, I did not realize that was in the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, you can see the door in the background and the little windowsill, and I'm like,
holy
shit, dude, that's the Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch it after this, after we get done.
It's not for the whole thing. It's towards the end, and the darkness kind of lightens up, and you see the door.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Following the video, we head to the commercial break, and when we come back, we get Kofi Kingston versus Karrion Kross. I noted that Xavier Woods comes out on the stage with Kofi, but heads backstage rather than come down to the ring. That being because they agreed that no one would be at ringside.
You know what I was doing during this match?
Not watching it.
Yep.
The Final Testament come out with Karrion Kross, but also head backstage. Kofi starts fast with a kick to the head and jumps over the top rope to take down Kross. Kross dodges a diving nothing, though, to take control as we head into a commercial break. When we come back, Karrion Kross has control. Kofi goes for his comeback moves, but Kross counters. Kofi hits a diving crossbody for a near fall, and Kofi fires up and hits a boom drop. Kofi is setting up for the Trouble in Paradise when Paul Ellering appears on the monitor and asks Kofi if it was really worth it. AOP is beating up Xavier Woods backstage. And Karrion Kross takes advantage of the distraction and hits the final prayer to win. Following the victory, Kross holds up 7 fingers to mark the number of former WWE champions he's beaten.
And that's the amount of total wins he probably has. I've seen him.
Boring ass match. I literally have that
good.
wrote on here, was boring ass match.
Glad I didn't watch it.
We then head into a commercial break. When we come back, we get a flashback to Jacob Fatu's debut on SmackDown. And then we're told that it's been made official for Money in the Bank. Cody Rhodes and RKO versus the Bloodline in a 6-man tag. But the Bloodline has 4 guys. So, there's that. Next week on Raw, we have a men's Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier with Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Ilya Dragunov. We have a women's Money in the Bank triple threat qualifier with Zoe Stark, Dakota Kai, and Ivy Nile. Rey Mysterio takes on Dom Mysterio, and Liv Morgan takes on Zelina Vega for the Women's World Championship.
Just beating that dead WrestleMania horse.
Yep. It might happen again. 41. I can see it.
I'd rather die. I would rather die. If that happens, dude, during that match, I will be drinking the entire time.
So I saw a thing.
Bookmark it. It's happening.
I saw a thing that Ray wants to face Dom and Santos Escobar in a mask versus hair match, and then that would be his retirement match.
Jesus.
So I'm assuming that would mean that Ray loses and then takes the mask off in the ring, and then that is his last ever match.
Probably.
Which,
Dude, I forgot to shut my truck doors and it's raining. Or my truck windows. I'll be right back.
okay.
I lied. They're closed.
Rude of you.
I couldn't remember if I shut them or not. I'm like, I need to make sure.
It's now time for the main event of the evening. The Judgment Day. That being Finn Balor and JD McDonough taking on Awesome Truth for the World Tag Team Championships. I noted that Finn trained JD, so this has to be so surreal for him to be teaming with his mentor for the tag titles.
For his potential first championship in WWE.
Well, outside of Cruiserweight.
Yeah. Which is crazy because you'd think with that giant ass head he wouldn't be a cruiser.
You didn't know that he was a Cruiserweight champ, did you?
Look at his forehead and you tell me that he matches a Cruiserweight.
You didn't know that he was a Cruiserweight champ, did you?
No.
Oh, man. You need to watch NXT.
He's got the body of an alien, I know that. He's got the head of an alien. Caveman, sorry. Caveman.
So before the match gets underway, we head to a commercial break. When we come back, JD and Truth start the match. Finn distracts Truth, though, allowing JD to take control. Truth hits Balor with the scissor kick and a corner splash, and Miz tags in, allowing Awesome Truth to take control. JD tries to turn it around but gets taken out, and then Liv Morgan comes out to the ring as we head into a commercial break. A lot of commercials in this last hour of the show.
Probably just trying to fill it out. I don't know.
Got to hit the quota. But this would be the last commercial break of the show. And when we come back, Finn has control. JD hits a springboard moonsault thing for a near fall, and Liv is still out there. Finn and JD double team R-Truth. Truth fights back into it, though, and they both clothesline each other, leading to a double down. Miz and JD get the hot tags, but Miz's was hotter, and JD tripped up on the ropes. But Miz did not miss a beat on this, and he went right for his kicks. Just an all-around veteran move by the Miz. Miz takes control of the match, and then Dom and Carlito come out and go after Miz. Miz sends Carlito
That wasn't cool.
No, that's not cool. That's not cool. Not cool at all. Miz sends Carlito over the announce table and hits a diving crossbody on JD for 2. Miz hits his low DDT to JD and Finn at the same time, and then pins JD for a near fall. Miz is setting up for the skull-crushing finale, but Dom distracts him, allowing JD to roll him up for a near fall. Miz takes out Dom and hits the skull-crushing finale on JD for 2, but Carlito puts JD's leg on the rope to save the match. Braun Strowman comes out to chase Dom and Carlito off, while Miz and JD are both down. It was just kind of dumb. This constant of Judgment Day does something, Braun runs out, chases them away, and then we move on. It's getting old.
Just getting his daily TV time in after his match.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget about me.
Truth and Finn both get the hot tags. R-Truth was hotter, though, because he hits 3 of the 5 moves of Doom. But Balor counters the 5-knuckle shuffle. Truth locks in the STF, but JD breaks the hold. Miz tries to take out JD, but catches a drop kick instead. Finn rolls Truth up for 2. R-Truth then goes on to hit the 5-knuckle shuffle on both JD and Finn. So a 10-knuckle shuffle. Truth sets up for the attitude adjustment, but Liv Morgan distracts him and gets him to come over to the ropes and then hugs him. And while she's hugging him, she notices, or she sees that JD has the ref distracted. So she hits R-Truth with a hot shot. Finn hits the shotgun drop kick on Truth, followed by the coup de grace to win. New champions, that a boy Finn, getting the gold. Should be a world championship, a solo world championship though. Man deserves it.
Felt weird to end it there, but I guess
that's
with
fine.
all the matches that Truth has signed him up for, it was only a matter of time that they were going to drop him on a Raw.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm expecting A-Town Down Under to drop their titles too. So
To DIY.
Yep.
Yeah.
Finn and JD celebrate by holding their titles up on the stage. And Liv joins them. And they just kind of shrug it off and then pose again with her to end the show. I can tell you right now that Damian Priest is going to be thinking that that's not cool.
Or will he embrace it because now they have championship gold?
I mean, maybe. I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. I thought I had an idea, but I don't know.
Thought you knew, but you don't know.
Nope. I don't know.
Knew it.
But you want to know what I do know?
That it's the end of the video?
Well, since you went and said that. Yeah,
or is it the beginning of the video?
I guess we'll just stop recording. I was going to segue into that whole outro, but then you're just like, that it's the end of the video. Rude. That concludes the Raw recap. Once again, I've been Dylan Graves, joined by John Sutton. This has been WrestleRecap. If you want to support WrestleRecap, you can like, share, and subscribe. You can comment down below and let us know how we're doing. You can also click the video that's floating on your screen right now and check out another recap. But until next time, goodbye.